Hey everyone, in this session, let's understand how can we combine multiple data frames together in Pandas. It's a very frequently used operation we perform in data engineering and data analysis field. Below are the 4 different ways through which we can combine data frames in Pandas: append, concat, join and merge. In this session, we will only discuss about concat and merge. Why? Because concat is a superset of append. That means all the tasks what you can perform using append, you can also perform the same using concat. Similarly, whatever tasks you can achieve using join method, you can also achieve the same thing using merge method. Hence, we will only discuss about concat and merge. However, if you are interested to know about append and join, you can go through the Pandas official documentation and learn about them. However, in day-to-day job, you will be using concat and merge in your code. Append and concat used to stack data frames together, whereas join and merge used to join data frame based on some keys. In our coding session, we will write some code to understand them in details. Let's see the pictorial representation of concat and merge. In case of concat, it combines data frames and series along with a particular axis. If this is your data frame 1 and this is your data frame 2, you can stack them together either side by side or one after the other based on the axis value. By default, axis value is 0. That means by default concat method will join multiple data frames row wise. We will see concat method in details in our coding session. Let's understand about merge. Merge is actually gives you flexibility to perform database style join. So using merge, you can combine multiple data frames or series based on database style join. That means based on some key, you can join multiple data frames or series. There are 4 different types of joins possible in merge: inner, outer, left and right. Inner join will only show you the entities which are present in both the data frames. Outer will show you all the entries irrespective of it is a common entry or only present in one data frame. Left outer join is actually will give you all the entries of left data frame and matching entries from right data frame. Similarly, right join will give you all the entries from right data frame and the matching entries of left data frame. Now, without wasting time, let's go to Jupyter notebook and write some code, understand concat and merge methods in details. I am in my Jupyter notebook now and created a new notebook called concat merge in Pandas. Here we will see how we can combine multiple data frames using concat and merge method. Both the methods are present in Pandas package. That is the reason it is important to import Pandas in your notebook. Once that is done, let's create 2 data frames from dictionary. Here if you see, we are using a technique to create data frames from dictionaries. So first data frame will have employee details, where if you see employee ID, employee name and department ID, these are the existing employees of a company. Let's think that we have hired 2 new employees in my company. That means employee underscore df has existing employees, new hire underscore df has new employees. Our target is to concat both of them to get the list of all employees. Now we are getting all employees in a data frame. Remember, we have added ignore index equal to true. If we do not add this, you will see the index values are not in sync. Why? Because first 3 indexes are coming from the data frame 1 and second 2 indexes are coming from data frame 2. In order to fix this indexing, we can use ignore index equal to true. Once we use ignore index equal to true, it will give you synchronized index. That means we could combine 2 data frames row wise here in this example. Let's see another example of concat. Here we are creating one more data frame which has contact details for employees. My target is to add this mobile number column here in this all employee df, so that in a single data frame we will get employee ID, employee name, department ID and phone number. In order to do that, we have to add axis equal to 1. Axis equal to 1 means it will combine both the data frames column wise. Let's run this cell to understand it in details. If you see now, the mobile number column has been added into the existing data frame. So all employee data frame has the mobile number now as well. In this example, what we are doing, we are combining two data frames together, but this time we are combining it column wise, and axis equal to 1 is the important parameter for it. By default, axis is 0, and that is the reason last time when we combined two data frames, we have not specified axis equal to 0 here. By default, the axis value will be 0 and the data frames will be combined row wise. Let's understand merge now. Merge is a method which will combine both the data frames based on some key. To understand it, I will be creating one more data frame called department_df. Here we have department ID and department name. My idea is to add the department names based on these department IDs. So whenever there is D101 in my data frame, the department name should come as software engineering. For 102, department name should come as HR. In order to do that, we have to perform merge operation. We are merging two different data frames. One is all employee DF, another is department DF, to add the department name column, and we want department name should come based on the department ID. Let's run this cell to see the result. If you see here, whenever there is a department ID of 101, always it is coming as software engineering. Whenever department ID is D213, always it is coming as product, because department ID 213 means product. This is possible because we have provided which column will be key for our merging operation. By default, the join will be an inner join, and that is the reason if you see, we cannot see strategy here in the department name, because D312 is not available in the department ID column. There is one argument called how. Using how, we can provide what kind of join we are interested in. If we are interested in outer join, then event strategy will come in the department name. But as there is no employee in this list who belongs to strategy team, all will be NAN here. Even if you see, there is no one from HR team in this list. That is the reason it is coming as NAN. Whereas Joe works in department ID D231, and there is no entry in the department list where we have D231. That is the reason you are getting not a number here. So it is perfectly performing outer join. Let's understand what is the takeaway from this session. We have understood 4 different ways by which we can combine multiple data frames in Pandas. However, we have to only remember 2 methods. One is concat, another is merge, because append is a subset of concat and join is a subset of merge. Using concat and merge, we can combine data frames. Using concat, we can combine data frames or series along a particular axis. By default, axis is 0, so the data frames will be combined row wise. If we put axis equal to 1, then data frames will be combined column wise. Merge gives us a flexibility to perform join operation, what we usually do in databases. There are 4 different ways how we can join multiple data frames or series: inner join, outer join, left join, right join. In our coding session, we have understood inner join and outer join as examples. However, you can go through the Pandas official documentation to understand about left and right joins. Hope now you can combine multiple data frames together in Pandas. Thanks a lot for watching this video.